Welcome to the invasion of East Germany, or of West Germany, I should say, my friends. We are playing Neithkin's Assault. We are invading from east to west, and this is a sort of what if the Soviets decided to go ahead and invade West Germany in force. Now, I've got a few approaches here that I want to take, and the first thing I want to do is just move our tanks up first to the tree line right here. I'm sure we'll need to move them even farther, so I'm going to actually push them to that tree line as well. And we've got just several very, very large groups here of infantry, BMPs, etc. So I'm going to grab these BMPs as well, and I am going to advance with them. The second we get a contact, we're going to go ahead and fight the enemy. You can see all these target reference points are mainly in enemy territory, and I did that intentionally. I also have a massive group here. I told you, man, Neithkin's Assault is one of the craziest missions for an offensive. And again, hopefully we get a successful Soviet offensive. And with this group, I'm actually going to move kind of into the tree line just before the woods. We'll actually push into the woods afterwards, and let's see how things go. Now, like I said, guys, we do have target reference points, so we can see exactly, where to fire certain artillery, etc. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and allow our units to do their movement. We've got some beautiful T-62 tanks here, a whole bunch of them. And while a single T-62 may not make a huge bit of difference, I think it does in this particular scenario. And look at that. We've already spotted with our scout units an enemy Scorpion vehicle moving into position. I also want to see what we have in terms of air support. 0 air support, but we do have artillery, 18 different guns. Of course, they're only going to fire on the target reference points, and I do have quite a few here, so I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and test this out. But I don't want to give up the location of our scouts either. So that's a Scorpion, 2 Scorpion vehicles moving into town. Pretty sure that our tanks, BMPs, etc., are going to come into contact with that. As always, we'll return when the action begins. Make sure to please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification for future videos. I hope you're liking the Armored Brigade 2 content, and if you are, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know, do you prefer NATO or Soviet Union battles? All right, guys, actually, our tanks are approaching the town. We're also taking artillery strikes, but they seem to be over there on the far right side of the line, not really affecting any of our vehicles. Let's just hope that we can spot them soon, because I know there's a Scorpion right there. Delete all waypoints for this vehicle. Same with our HQ vehicle. I don't want him walking into an immediate ambush. Let's just go ahead and set that range. Yep, we are getting hit over there on the right side with Artie. It's amazing that the enemy spotted us this early. And let's just keep on pushing with the BMPs. There we go. First contact. First NATO force, man. Look at that. Get him, get him. Why is nobody firing their guns? There we go. All right, guys. So we did get first blood. And it looks like the enemy's calling in Artie on our position. Look at that. Another vehicle. Get him, get him, get him. Love that fog of war. All right, beautiful, man. Look at that. Destroying the Scorpion with a heat rocket. You gotta love that. So the offensive is off to a good start, of course. And look at that. Most of our guys have reached the tree line already on that right side. So what I'm going to do, and it looks like we have some men over here too. Look at that. Enemy vehicles that we've destroyed. I'm not even going to take a look at them because I want to push ahead for the town. So let's just grab this massive group. They're already on the way. You know what? We're not going to change that. The only thing is the IFVs and the BMPs. Let's advance them kind of in the same direction. I want to avoid open spaces, but we're crossing a lot of open territory here. If we wanted to be safer, we'd go along this forest road, which we're going to do with most of our other units. All right, I believe the first village is taken, if I'm not mistaken there. Enemy is sending in rotary wing aircraft. That's going to be, of course, some helicopters. Not sure what they are, Cobras, Apaches, but they are sending them in. And with this, I'm actually just going to unload our infantry from this BMP. I just want to make sure some people are defending this point. All right, Olga is ours, guys. And look at that, enemy ground units ahead. Looks like a tracked vehicle, probably armor, probably a tank. So again, I'm going to delete that waypoint, and I am going to unload... Oh, we're already getting shots, but I'm going to unload this into that building. Same here, because we are getting very close to sort of the main target location. And sure enough, look at that, guys. A lot of enemies here. We better stop that HQ. And I'm going to do the same with this BMP. I'm going to have them unload in the tree line here or close to it, because I see enemy tracked vehicles ahead of us. That is one unit destroyed already, man. Look at that. That's crazy. Got plenty more here. Let's get to the edge of that tree line. And we do have tanks in that group. That's beautiful. Haven't even had to use the artillery, but I'm going to delete all of those waypoints, and I am going to advance, again, right up to the edge of the tree line. Look at that, man. And yep, that's the rotary wing aircraft. Oh, man. Actually, that's a jet. We did hit it. We did hit it. That anti-air is working all right, man. I'd love to get a kill here. Oh, here we go, guys. Oh, that jet is good, man. And that's a Harrier. So they did manage to get away with the Harrier, man. However, we are facing the enemy units over here. Additional enemy forces, but so far the invasion is going as planned. Still waiting to get that infantry out. And maybe we should have continued the advance, but that's all right. That is a whole bunch of enemy units, guys. So much so that I'm going to delete this waypoint and advance right up there to the tree line, because we have a ton of enemy units there. Same with this unit. We are going to advance to that tree line. Looks like we've already spotted one of the NATO units there, guys, and they've got quite a few in this field. Look at that. Getting some fantastic hits there. Going to take a look from the NATO perspective. Looks like East German, or West German troops, I should say. Might be American troops, but I think those are West German uniforms. And if somebody can correct us, please do. And again, unloading some units here in the tree line. I just want to make sure we have eyes on. But I'm loving these two tanks right now. Oh! One unit destroyed. And actually, I'm going to unload this unit, just an infantry unit, mind you, into that building. Man, like fish in a barrel. And sure enough, direct contact over here. Look at that. Managed to destroy it unbelievably. It's an enemy mech platoon HQ, guys. So we're destroying headquarters units here. And I'm going to push that tank into their base. And we'll unload this infantry right outside of it. Looks like we're doing a great push through the tree line here as well. I want to keep that going. Another unit destroyed, man. The mech infantry has been obliterated here outside of town. Now, the enemy does still have some units over here, some sort of vehicles, could be tanks, but let's just take a look at the damage we've done, man. Unbelievable. Nitkin's assault has worked out pretty damn well so far. Interesting. So actually the motorized rifle squad, it's because of the artillery strikes. That's what it is. We were getting struck bad here with Artie. Let's advance again, straight to town, better than being hit. And actually, these guys, one of them is not going to be able to advance. They're just too badly injured. But with the tank and the rest of these units, we're going to push into town. In fact, let's push to the edge of the forest here because we still have a lot of enemy units over here. Same with this tank group. We're just going to push right over there and hope for the best. Lots of Artie men, and they've even burned down these buildings. That's not us doing that. That's not the invading forces. That's NATO forces in defense burning their own buildings. Look at that. More Artie. And let me know in the comments what you would do different, or how you would approach this battle. Always love to hear that. I do believe we have TRPs here, target reference points. So I'm going to do a new mission. I'm going to do 2 guns. And we're going to set the target, and we're going to make the target right there. But it's going to take a while for those guns to actually come in, over almost 12 minutes. I like, however, that we're starting to get some infantry units out here. Make sure that we fully occupy this town. In fact, I'm going to send this infantry unit into the factory there. Soviet Rifle Squad. Liberating the town from the capitalists, of course. All right. We've got still some enemies here on the outskirts. I hope they're not going to cost us too dearly as we leave the tree line here. Oh, look at that. We're already engaging them. Yeah, there is definitely a large group of tanks over there. Most of our units already have eyes on. Talk about getting the element of surprise for the units. I think the big goal here was just, or the big lesson here is just always use wooded terrain to conceal your moves. Be quick. You know, we absolutely did a Soviet blitz here. And look at that, more engagements. Unfortunately, we are taking hits here. We just lost a unit. Bit of an open area, I must say. Oh, another loss, guys. Leaving the tree line, which I was just about to say was safe. I guess maybe not. And actually, we're going to unload this unit right here because we can actually use some of the anti-tank guided missiles. Same with this unit. Unload. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. And we are already engaging them. There we go. We got one kill on one of them with our infantry. But yeah, they're actually sending in some swing fires. Destroyed another one. They're sending everything they have at us here. It's like a counteroffensive. NATO counteroffensive. Get them, boys. See if we have any more trap back here. We do. In fact, a tank on the way, man. It's going to take a little while for it to get here. In the meantime, we got to fight as best we can. In fact, I'm going to delete that last waypoint and once again try to unload at the edge of the tree line here. Ooh, yeah, we got hit bad here. We've been doing so well, but here we got hit real bad. Although we did make them pay for it. Currently engaging them from the tree line. And actually, it looks like we took out most of those East German, or West German troops, I should say. Locked in with this infantry unit, man, and I'm actually going to just delete all waypoints and have them focus fire here. Or, more importantly, just take cover. Because, yeah, we got, look at that. Got decimated. All right, looks like we're engaging over here with our tank group. And actually starting to get some hits here on the enemy. Look at that, another one destroyed. Want that arty to come in, though. Oh boy, keep it up, keep it up. Enemy is launching all arty on this position, which is a good idea. This is where they had the most success. Gotta say, I would do the same thing. And a lot of these shots are deflecting, which is leading me to believe they've got some pretty heavy armor here. All right, took one out. And again, we've still got plenty of tanks here. I want to advance. I am advancing across open terrain, but for a good reason. Let's go. The NATO forces seem to have like unlimited artillery. Ooh. It's a chieftain. Yep. That's what I thought, man. Not easy to deal with. ATGM. Oh, man, I thought we had him. We've got to kill that chieftain. I'm sure we've taken out one behind him, too. And again, I really want to give our guys an opportunity to keep those sight lines, so I'm actually going to delete all waypoints and just let them focus at this point. Try to spot those enemies there, but we are taking arty fire very close. Look at that ATGM, man. Is he? Look at how far that is. That's got to be like at least a kilometer. Oh, he missed, but it was close. It was damn close. Let's see what we're doing here at the tree line. I mean, we've lost plenty of men. I thought initially we weren't going to lose any with that initial Soviet offensive, but things have changed. And we're pushing right in, man. Full blitz. It worked the first time. Let's hope it keeps working. Nice! Nice! Got a beautiful kill there. Right on the edge of town, folks. Definite tank as well. And again, I'm just going to leave those units there. Not going to be moving much more. This is kind of our last major offensive on this side, and I'm not even sure this is a good idea. Oh, good hits, man, but no kills. That's a kill. That's what I'm looking for. Yep, took another NATO tank out. Look at that, man. Chieftain out. 2 more chieftains coming across. Beautiful hit. Of course, it's on the front armor, so he's not going to immediately go down, but give it time. Got another one, boys. We definitely lost some comrades ourselves, but looking pretty good. How badly would it stink of gunpowder in this town? And look at that, guys. We're taking devastating artillery fire. And I mean devastating, man. Lost a lot of vehicles here at the edge of the forest, which is the location that initially, if you go back in the battle, I thought it was going to be the most secure, but definitely not, man. If you guys enjoy these videos so much that you've gotten to this point, please do consider hitting that join button and becoming a channel member. Guys, we only need 2 more channel memberships so that our channel memberships actually show up on our main screen. I really want to make that happen. You know what? I'm going to move that mech infantry squad into that building. Oh boy, enemy tank, man, right on top of us. Got to do something about that. Might have to bring back the armor we've got here on the edge. But they are bombarding us pretty heavily. You know what? I think that's what we do. Typically, I wouldn't take that move, but I want to make absolutely sure these enemies are no longer a threat. I hope our infantry has an RPG. Nice, they do. And actually, it's a heat rocket, so even better. Beautiful kill, man. Who says Soviet units can't have the technological, you know, advantage? I mean, I think there, I was expecting, you know, an RPG. No, we've got our heat rockets, man. Here we go, out again. It's a long distance to travel. Either way, in this battle, we're going to have lost a lot of men, that's for sure. Oof. Again, additional artillery, man, hitting us there once again on the edge of the woods. The area where I thought our men would be the safest is the area we're taking the most damage. Pretty cool. Nice. We actually got a lucky shot there from the motorized rifle squad once again, man. Who says motorized rifle squad can't be useful? Make sure these guys make it into the actual victory location. But yeah, they've got a lot of units there. I think we can reverse our offensive. Still got some enemy units traveling there. Look at that. We absolutely need our tank to spot that. Come on, man. Nice. Rear shot, man. Cooking off the enemy. No damage. He's still alive. They're doing what they can, though. They really are. She's going to do a flank attack with this bit of armor that we've got. Man, that enemy artillery is devastating. Got lucky and took out another chieftain. Man, I hope our tanks are still putting in the work. As you can see, they're at the edge of town, man. We've lost quite a few. Jeez. I know there's a way to readjust. Let's try that. That's only 2 minutes that it would take to actually get that already on location. So I'm going to call it. Okay, there we go, guys. The battle has reached its conclusions. Tactical defeat. Man, we did our best. Look at that. We lost 76 troops, 32 vehicles. The enemy lost 29 vehicles, 27 troops. I would argue that the enemy had the technologically superior troops, but yeah, a defeat is a defeat, man. Again, I like to show our victories and defeats on this channel, so I'm still going to be uploading this. But that was the Soviet attempt at an offensive against NATO forces. Not easy, although I think we started off very strong. What did we do wrong? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that bell notification for any updates coming forward. Thank you so much. Take care, folks.